What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back here with another video. Today we are going to be doing a Radiohead song bracket, which I thought would be interesting to do and fun to do. I'm on this website right now called bracketfights.com, and I've just stumbled upon this bracket thing. It seems pretty decent. I mean, I was able to shuffle the seating around, and the seating is random, and it includes songs from all their albums, all their albums. So yeah, I thought that this would be a cool thing to do rather than just ranking their albums, which can be, you know, a bit more boring than this because you know there's kind of a general consensus on the albums, but for the songs there I feel like there could be a lot more division of opinions, which could be bad at the same time because yeah, people don't like when people don't like when others have different opinions than them. But yeah, uh, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is what I think is the better song. You guys may have different opinions, and I'm not saying this is objectively the better song or anything. I'm just saying personally, I don't think there is. You can objectively be better. Like objectively, a song can't be better than another because music is so subjective. Uh, someone who loves Burn the Witch may there may be another person who hates Burn the Witch. You know, it's just how it is. So yeah, let's get into this. I just want like I don't know I'm kind of off put by doing these types of opinion videos because the last video got like not the best like to dislike ratio. I don't know why. It's like when I was just maybe I went on too long. So I'm gonna try to go a bit faster for each round here. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna use the matchup mode here. So let me set this up. Okay, well, this is the best that I am able to fit this in. So, yeah, I apologize. Like, this is not the most ideal. Like, it's not really covering, like, much of the screen. I don't know how I would do this otherwise. So yeah, this we're just gonna have to work with this. It's not the best, but anyway. All right, this is the biggest that I can make it. So, all right, first matchup we got here is Morning Mr. Magpie versus Idiotech. And, uh, Morning Mr. Magpie has that amazing bass line that pretty much goes, I think it drives the whole song. And, it's a really haunting song. Uh, I feel like The King of Limbs is kind of an underrated album, in my opinion. There's some really underrated songs on there, like Give Up the Ghost and Bloom, Lotus Flower, and Codex. But all that being said, uh, Idiotech is a better song, in my opinion. It's just like such a unique song. Like the drums, the synths, I don't even know what they are. Idiotech is actually more of a haunting song than Morning Mr. Magpie, in my opinion, especially with the lyrics and the atmosphere that is going on in Idiotech. The lyrics on Idiotech are like, you know, classic Tom, just saying things, but it feels like he's saying random things, but he's really saying stuff like, um, and I feel like he does that on Idiotech. First are the children, and yeah, just I think that song describes feelings of panic and times of emergency pretty well. So, yeah, Idiotech wins. I spent a bit more time on that than I'd like to actually. Um, 2 plus 2. Oh my god, dude, this is hard. 2 plus 2 equals 5 versus optimistic. Ooh. Oh my god, that is actually so hard because I really like optimistic. Like, it's not like one of the best tracks on Kid A, but I really like the part where he goes, "The best you can is good enough," and he repeats that. Or you can try the best you can, the best you can is good enough. And that lyric stuck with me like through the years of college, and it helped me, um, because all you can do is try the best you can, and if it doesn't work out, then so be it. That you tried the best you can, um, and I think that message is beautiful. But then you get 2 plus 2 equals 5, and then I've been paying attention. Yeah, you have not been paying attention. Oh my god, dude, it's just so hard. Dude, I actually can't decide. I actually can't. I'm gonna have to decide. I think I'm just barely giving the edge to 2 plus 2 equals 5. Yeah. You guys may disagree with that. I don't know. Just the energy on 2 plus 2 equals 5. I don't think Hail to the Thief would be like nearly as good without it. And I think it's like an essential part of the album. And Optimistic is not as much of an essential part of the album. So next we get Glass Eyes versus My Iron Lung. Um, I think Glass Eyes is one of the most beautiful songs that they have ever created. That piano is just like some of the best piano that I've heard in all of music. My Iron Lung it has is great old Radiohead. I really enjoy that song with the guitar riffs and this the chorus. I enjoy the chorus a lot, but I'm gonna give this to Glass Eyes. Let's keep going. Lurgy, is that how you say that? I never knew how to say that. Okay, well this is kind of an obvious one in my opinion. Dex Dark is another track that has just absolutely insane piano. I mean, and it's like layered piano too. It's like, and then it's kind of hypnotic at the same time. Especially that beginning piano, and then it leads into that. I that was horrible. Uh, okay, I'm not gonna try to. I'm not gonna try to imitate piano ever again. Um, So yeah, let's go Dex Dark. Lurgy is a great, kind of an underrated song, uh, but yeah, Dex Dark, and I think the part where the guitar comes in on Dex Dark, and then he's like, "Your face in the glass, it was just a laugh, just a laugh. Whenever you say it." Like, oh, dude, that part is like, how is it like catchy at the same time? I don't know. Okay, next matchup we got Little by Little versus Weird Fishes, and I'm just gonna say this right now. Well, maybe I shouldn't spoil it, but it's kind of obvious. Weird Fishes is gonna win here. The layered guitar on Weird Fishes is basically what got me into Radiohead, actually. The beginning guitar section of Weird Fishes, where they just jam out for like a minute or so, it's like no one else really does that. Um, and then the rest of the song, his vocals are just. I haven't mentioned much of his vocals so far, but his vocals on Weird Fishes is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, for that reason, Weird Fishes is going to go through. Ooh, okay. Next, this is an interesting matchup. Morning Bell Amnesiac. That's an interesting song to put on here. I haven't listened to that version of Morning Bell that much because I just usually listen to the Kid A version. Uh, hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Karma Police here. I think that the melody on Karma Police is really great. The, I mean, you guys know Karma Police. Let's go. Um, Sit down, stand up. Ooh, so we got a Hail to the Thief matchup here. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Sit down, stand up versus a punch up at a wedding. I thought it was at the wedding. Um, is it at a wedding? Let me look that up. Oh, it is at a wedding. Okay. Anyway, hmm. I think Sit Down Stand Up is a good track, but I kind of relate more to the lyrics of A Punch Up at a Wedding. Like, well, he's kind of like this guy who comes, who shows up at the wedding uninvited or whatever, comes to start, just to start a fight. I'm gonna go a punch up at a wedding here. I think that the ending section of Sit Down, Stand Up with, is that the song where it's like the raindrops and then it repeats that? Um, yeah, I think a punch up at a wedding is just a more catchy song. So let's go next. Rip Chord versus Nice Dream. You know, Ripcord is a nice track, catchy, nice guitar, no ripcord, um, but Nice Dream I relate to a lot. I mean, uh, the strings in there, like they don't use many strings in early Radiohead, but well, actually no, they do. But I feel like the strings in this track are like just very beautiful, and yeah, nice dream. Okay. Oh, so interesting. It's gone. Okay, so I guess we're doing the entire left side first before we go on to the right side. I kind of don't want to exit out of this, whatever this is, the matchup mode, just in case it messes up things, because I think it did mess up things before. You know, like I said, this isn't the most ideal setup. Like, I wish it was covering more of the screen. Uh, and I bet you guys wish that too, but we gotta work with what we're given, and I, I could have maybe created like my own Excel bracket of this, but just for the first bracket that I'm doing, I'll just do this for now. It's not bad. It's just like, yeah. Anyway, okay. So next we got, yeah, Idiotech versus 2 plus 2 equals 5. I'm inclined to go Idiotech here. Uh, I do have Kid A, right? I can't point. Um, yeah, I have Kid A right there behind me. It's one of my favorite Radiohead albums. And even though 2 plus 2 equals 5 is maybe like the second or third best track off Hail to the Thief, I think Idiotech is like top three off of Kid A. So maybe top four. So yeah, let's go Idiotech. Just more interesting track in my opinion. Glass Eyes versus Dex Dark. Oof. Ooh, this is hard, man. Two amazing piano tracks. Guys, what do I do here? Oh my god, this is so tough. The strings in Glass Eyes are amazing too. It's just, I think Dex Dark is a better track overall because it also has that catchiness factor to it. Glass Eyes is more beautiful of a track, but I think Dex Dark is more. I don't know. Yeah, let's just go Dex Dark. That was a bit easier than I thought it would be. Okay, next we got Weird Fishes versus Karma Police. And although OK Computer is my favorite album, I think Weird Fishes is going to be a better track than Karma Police. I think Karma Police is like maybe not even in the top 6 tracks on OK Computer. So, and Weird Fishes for me is like top 3 on In Rainbow. So, yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna have to go with Weird Fishes. I think that the vocals on Weird Fishes are also better. Um, he it also slows down. That's where he slows down, and yeah, it's just an amazing track. So we get A Punch Up at a Wedding versus Nice Dream. So I'm gonna start talking about the tracks a little less now, since I already talked about them before. But um, oh, this is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go Nice Dream here. I'm a big fan of strings in general, and I think that this song is really relatable, as I said earlier. Okay, okay, we're getting into like the semifinals now. Yeah, we're in the semifinals now. Um, Idiotech, well, at least for this side. Idiotech versus oh versus Dex Dark. Oh my god, this is a tough one. Oh, dude. I think these are both top 3 tracks on their albums. I think I'm. This is actually gonna be a hot take. I think. I'm gonna go Dex Dark. You know, I enjoy singing along to it more than Idiot. I mean, oh, that's tough though. This is like the toughest matchup so far. I think a lot of you guys would go Idiotech here, but I actually can't decide. I actually can't decide. Actually, I'm starting to think maybe I'm leaning more towards Idiotech. Oh my god. Yeah. Actually, I'm kind of leaning more towards Idiotech now. Something about that beat is just amazing. And it's like unorthodox. The drums, I mean. I don't know why I said beat. You know what I'm. That was kind of bad, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Idiotech, actually. Okay, this one's an easier one. I'm gonna go Weird Fishes here. And then we get Idiotech versus Weird Fishes. And I think I'm gonna go Weird Fishes. I just love the guitar. I think Weird Fishes may be the best guitar track from Radiohead. So yeah, and you know this bracket is missing a lot of my favorite uh Radiohead tracks. Um, this is this is just these bracket the this pool of songs. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go Weird Fishes there. All right, on to the next side. All right, so Paranoid Android versus no. Oh, we got Paranoid Android in here. Now, Paranoid Android could make a serious push here. Um. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Paranoid Android here. I think that guitar riff and it's basically an adventure in a song itself. I mean, the middle choir part, if that's what it is, yeah, is amazing. Um, and then it goes back into craziness after that, um, with the guitar solo. No Surprises is good, uh, but Paranoid Android is like maybe the best song on, or it's like top three off of OK Computer. So yeah. Ooh. Now this is an interesting matchup. We got like an ambient matchup here. Tree Fingers versus Polk Pull Revolving Doors. Now, I've been listening to Kid A more more than often recently, and Tree Fingers is an amazing track. I mean, it it's an amazing track. Like it's so otherworldly. I mean, dude, it's just like the perfect song to like space out to, if that makes sense. Um, and I love spacing out to that song, just like letting your mind drift. It literally, the song sounds like your mind drifting in a way. Um, Polk Pull is a Interesting track. I mean, the first time I heard it, it like actually fucking scared me. Like, I legitimately scared me. I was like, I'm kind of scared now. the the vocals on there, like the distorted robotic vocals are just very haunting. But yeah, I'm gonna go Tree Fingers. Let's see how far of a push Tree Fingers goes. That'd be interesting. Ooh, okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I haven't listened to these tracks the most. We got The Gloaming versus We Suck Young Blood. I really like the electronic elements on The Gloaming, so I think I'm just gonna go with The Gloaming here. Interesting matchup. We're like getting like Hail to the Thief versus Hail to the Thief matchups a lot. Um, okay, I'll go The Gloaming there. Just you know, I need to listen to those songs a bit more, but yeah. Okay, next Pyramid Song versus Full Stop. Ooh, I really like Full Stop, but I'm gonna have to go Pyramid Song here. Um, a Full Stop is like another one of those songs that feels like an adventure in itself, with the way that it builds and stuff, and that guitar where it sounds like unlike anything I've heard, where it's just very fast and it's like that was horrible. I should really stop trying to do these impressions because they're not sounding very good. At least that last one didn't. Um, yeah, I think Full Stop is kind of an underrated track, but Pyramid Song is like the best song or the second best song off of Amnesiac. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go Pyramid Song here. Alright, next we got You versus Back Drifts. And I'll go You here. I think You is one of the best tracks off Pablo Honey. Uh, yeah. Next we have Climbing Up the Walls versus Like Spinning Plates. Hmm. I think this is another easy one for me. Climbing Up the Walls is maybe top three off of OK Computer for me. Just that climb up, that build up to the end there, and then how it all comes to a boiling point and then crashes down is just so beautifully done. Like Spinning Plates is kind of an underrated track on Amnesiac, in my opinion. Like reverse, um, the reversing of the vocals and even some of the instruments I think they do on there is insane and kind of creepy. Like Amnesiac, now that I'm thinking about it, is creepy, haunting. Maybe a haunting album is a better way to put it. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go Climbing Up the Walls here. Let's see what we got next. Go to Sleep versus Myxomatosis. Huh. Okay. Well, Myxomatosis is one of my favorites off of Hail to the Thief. Go to Sleep is good, but Myxomatosis is better because, in my opinion, because like that opening guitar riff or whatever it is it a guitar riff? It almost sounds like bass, but I think it's guitar. Doom, doom, down, 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 down. And then like just the lyrics of Myxomatosis are kind of like just haunting. Like I keep saying this, but That's how a lot of their songs are, actually. um, yeah, let's go Mixomatosis. Ooh, okay, okay. Interesting matchup here. Lucky is an amazing, 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 phenomenal track. I mean, that guitar where it's like, wow, 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 wow. Like the, I don't even know how to describe it, but jangly, jangly guitar, almost like, yeah. Uh, I think the lyrics on Lucky are amazing. Today could be my, what is it? I don't even know. Yeah, I'm trying to remember like every single song in like their discography. Well, not every single song, but like a lot of songs, and it's hard to remember every single part. Um, but yeah, Nude is gonna win here. All that being said, uh, Nude is just like maybe the best track on In Rainbows, and it was my favorite song of theirs for a little bit. Um, just probably the best vocals on any Radiohead track from Tom. Just so insanely good. I mean, his voice on that track is just. I feel like people don't talk about Tom's voice enough. I really don't. Like, I don't know. I see people talking about other things like their time signatures and their um, instrumentation and stuff, but I wish more people did talk about his voice. It's just so. I feel like it's just so good and perfect for this band. Um, let's keep going. Oh, okay, yeah. Tree Fingers' journey is gonna end here. Paranoid Android is just a better track, and um, Pyramid Song is gonna win here. That piano on Pyramid Song is just one of the best piano they've ever done, and I really like that the atmosphere and how it kind of matches the feeling of yeah. Let's go Pyramid Song. Okay, you versus Climbing Up the Walls. I'm gonna go Climbing Up the Walls here. Myxomatosis versus Nude. Hmm. You know what I realized that there wasn't there wasn't what's it called? How to Disappear Completely on here. I'll go Nude here. I mean this is kind of an obvious one. Nude's just a better song. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Now this is a matchup. Now this is a matchup. Um Low key, I kind of need to rehear Pyramid Song. Let me think of it right now. No, I need to re-listen to Pyramid Song. But I think Paranoid Android's still gonna win. But okay, well, I left some of that in there, but that was kind of cringe. Um, yeah, I seriously can't like. I mean, I'm gonna have to choose, but I think each of these songs are on such a close level that I could really pick either one, but I'm gonna have to choose, and I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go with Paranoid Android. I mean, I think it's just a more complete song. Uh, the guitar, I just love the guitar, man. It's just it just fits it so well, and yeah. Okay, next. Oh my. You can't do this to me. You can't. Oh my gosh. I think the part, the climax part in climbing up the walls, where Tom literally sounds like he's in agony and pain, and he's hitting that note. It's just like unlike anything else. But I'm gonna have to go nude. I mean, I have to go nude. It's just like such a beautiful song, and everything about it is so beautiful. Yeah, we're getting towards the end here, and oh my god, is this? Oh no. Okay, we're at the second last matchup here. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, it got even it got even harder. Dude, this is like top 2 off of OK Computer versus top 2 on in Rainbows. What do I even do? What do I, what do I even do? Oh my god, dude, this is so tough. This guys, is this not like the toughest thing you've ever seen? I think maybe I should re-listen to Nude 2 just to make it fair. Ah, oh, dude. I have to re-listen to Nude 2, don't I? I'm not kidding. This is like one of the toughest decisions you could ever make. Because they're both just so good. I'm gonna have to... No, I don't want to spend forever making this video. Let me think of Nude. Oh, dude, that is so tough. I just thinking about it made it fucking harder. Guys, I'm just gonna have to make a decision here. I'm just gonna have to make a decision. I'm gonna go Paranoid Android. I think just overall I enjoy it more, and I think it has more to it. I really enjoy how Tom sings on Paranoid Android, you know? It's just so full of emotion and sounds like he's just he's in your it feels like you're in his shoes in this song. And yeah, it's just so tough though, but okay. Many of you guys would probably go Nude there. Um Do I think Paranoid Android is the best track on OK Computer? No, I think Let Down is the best track on OK Computer. And if this was let down, then it would maybe. Oh my god, this. What do I even do? I'm like kind of overreacting here. It's just a bracket, but like I don't even know what to do. I have no clue. This is like actually the hardest decision I could ever make. They're on such a similar level to me. Let me know what you guys would go with in the comments and leave a like and a sub if you've enjoyed so far. This is the last matchup, um, the final, and I have no clue. Okay, I'm gonna have to re-listen to Weird Fishes. Yeah, I think that's all I need actually. I think I have to go with Weird Fishes. I have to go with Weird Fishes. Yeah. It's just something about that song. You know, this doesn't mean that this is my favorite Radiohead song of all time. This just means this is my favorite song out of this pool of songs. I'd say my favorite Radiohead song of all time would actually be How to Disappear Completely. If it was on here, then that would actually probably win. But because it wasn't, I ended up. Weird Fishes ended up winning. And Weird Fishes ended up going over the edge for me because it's actually kind of the song, and I think I mentioned this earlier. It's the song that kind of got me into Radiohead. You know, I was with my friends, we were in the car, and they put this song on, and I was like, what is this? And, you know, since then, it's just become a full on love for this band. Um, they're just amazing. My favorite band of all time, and that probably won't change for a while, even though I've already listened to their full discography. You know, I would be interested if it does change in the future. You know, like the Beatles and Pink Floyd for me are making a push, but Radiohead for me is still like above them, and that's my opinion. But yeah, that's gonna conclude it for this video. Thanks for watching. These last couple of matchups were just so difficult. I mean, goddamn, just so difficult, and I still don't know if I made the right choices or not. But yeah, let me know what you guys would go with here in the comments. But yeah, peace out, everyone, and thanks for watching.